Okay, welcome to episode 7. I've been a busy little boy. I'll show you what I've been doing. So, I think last episode I had this half done. I've sealed all that up. That's all nice and tight now. I'm not going to fill in that little gap yet because I'm going to run some wire into some USB ports on either side. So once I get that done, I'll board that up, which will neaten that up. And same up here, I'm going to drop some downlights underneath there for night time, and then I'll board that up. You can see I've started to run the PVC pipe all the way down to the front. I now have beautiful air conditioning coming out of the bottom there, which is fantastic. I've done it on both sides, so we've got nice air conditioning. I'm going to use this stuff here. It's rolled up foam. I'll cut it to shape and then I can mould it into that gap nice and black, so that'll all be cool. This wire here used to be for the backlights, so that's got power to it, 24 volt power, and I will be getting one of those steps that come out when the door opens and door closes. This is going to get replaced to an outward swinging door eventually, and the light switch, which is over here, I'll set that up for the step that'll come out and come in, so I can switch that on and off. I've built myself a little battery box, and that's my little panel door, which I can open and close to get good access to any wiring. I'll have my charge controller, my fuse boxes, any switches that I need to get quick access to, I'll put here so I can see that straight up and see what my batteries are up to. I did get 2 by 200 watt solar panels, and I've got 140 amp hour deep cycle batteries, so that's plenty of solar for 140 amp hour batteries hopefully, and I can drop them in there. I am going to hinge this up. As you can see, this chair can come back and forth, which is a good thing, so my wife can lean back and relax and it won't bugger her eyes around with that. I'll hinge that up so I can get access to the batteries in case I need to upgrade them or get bigger ones or do whatever. So a little battery box there, which is very cool. What else have I done? There you go. You can see I've done a bit of a sink and a tap system. This was actually a $20 desk that I just picked up off one of those Gumtree things, and I cut it all up and sanded it all back and repolished it, and that's come up a treat. This was a $40 sink from a building recycling place. It's really deep. This bus is for us, not for resale, not for anything else. And one of the things I noticed in all the buses I've seen is the sinks are just terrible to try and do anything in. So I wanted to make sure it was a big one, won't get splashes anywhere, nice and deep. This was a tap that I can bring out and in, black one. It's got a little weight on it. It also has a switch that'll do spray and direct. Plus, I can also put it outside, which is very cool, and we can use that. So that'll be kind of one of the main things there. I've still got to finish off this and finish all this off, but I'm just taking my time. A little wall there. I'm going to get Meranti, I think, and as you know, I'm going to be doing covering that up. I've been looking at different lengths, so I'm just going to make sure it continues to stay light, and I'm thinking Meranti for that, but we'll just plod along with that. Wall there, all done. Still got to polish that all up. You can see I've pretty much finished the bed area. This area here will have a table that will come up and down. We'll sit either side when needed. That'll come down and make a complete bed, and we'll have like a cushion type mattress that'll be huge. Actually, it's about I'm 6 foot, it's about nearly 7 foot back and forth, because this is for camping. We're going to be living outside. The only thing you really do inside is sleep. So made sure it was a good sized bed for us all. I finished all my hinges. You can see my surfboard's under there, a little toolbox there, but my surfboard's under there, ready to rock and roll. Everything hinges up and down, so I've got complete access to everything down there. I've got a table and a few chairs sitting there already. We've done a couple of day trips in it, which has been awesome. I've just started to do this wall. We're going to have the television on the other side, so I haven't panelled that up yet because I'm just about at the time to start doing all the wiring. So I'm just kind of leaving it a little bit empty so I can run wires and then hide them behind walls. Over here I've got one of those Thetford toilets. That's going to end up there because the fridge is going there. I'm getting one of those 12 volt fridges, about 172 litres. Done enough research, so I'll be happy with that. There's only the two of us, so it's a freezer at the bottom and fridge at the top. As long as it holds beer, I'll be happy. But it's a pretty decent little fridge. That's about the size of it, if you can see the black lines there. Sits about 1.4 metres high, so it'll come up to about there. Then here, the fridge will act like its own wall, and then all along here is going to be bench space. And I'm going to actually put the bench right over the top of the toilet and hide it. So that will kind of live inside a bench, but when it wants to be used, I'm going to hinge the bench here. That can flip up and act as a bit of a wall as well. So the fridge and the bench will become a wall for the toilet. I have tinted the windows, which, you know, as you can see, it's quite good on the inside. But if we go outside, it's black. You really can't see anything inside. I will get curtains, but it's I think they call it ambulance black, believe it or not. But dramatically cooled the bus, made it very private. Fantastic. We will get curtains. I'll let my wife Steph pick the colours. I've still got to polish everything up and seal it all up, get the cushions in, wire it up, get the solar panels on, get my batteries all sorted, finish this little cupboard here, and then plumbing. So plumbing, I'll have a couple of tanks underneath, one for grey, one for fresh. We were tossing up a shower, but when we measured up a shower and a toilet setup, we just didn't have enough room along here for anything else. So we've ditched the shower thing. We're going to go for an outside shower. I've now got an awning, and I'm going to set up a shower tent. I'm looking into maybe doing a big thick black pipe up the back, and that'll warm up the heat, or get one of those little aqua cubes, a little bit of gas and some hot water. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the shower thing yet. We know we can have a shower outside on a shower tent, and that'll give us a lot more room. This is a short wheelbase. I've lost about a metre to a standard coaster, so I haven't got a lot of room, and we both figured having a good bed was pretty important, because the rest of the time we're going to be outside under the awning enjoying the outdoors, which is the point of the bus. We don't want to live inside the bus. We're going to travel in it, sleep in it, and that's about it. And get my cold beer, which obviously is very important. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Been pretty busy. Got all the stereo going, got the reverse cameras going, got the air conditioning sorted, a few tidy up bits, close all that off, finish these walls, plumbing, electricals. The electricals won't take too much. I'll probably get professionals to put the solar panels on the roof. I'd hate for my numpty level skills to have a solar panel fall off while I'm driving at a breakneck speed of 90 kilometres an hour. But I think it's important for things outside to get secured properly by professionals, so I'll probably get that done. I have seen people and talked to people about how easy it is to do, but just for peace of mind, I'll take it to someone and they can secure it to the roof for me. Rivets and Sikaflex and the whole thing. So the solar panels will be sweet. I'll run the solar panel cable down through here and into the battery box. And then I'm looking at, what have we got? We're going to have USB ports there, lights along here, and the other side we're going to have cigarette lighter and USB on this side for the TV. Over here I'm going to have a couple of USB ports and some cigarette lighter things for 12 volt appliances, I guess you'd call it. I will have an inverter. We're tossing up a microwave oven, not too sure yet. Cooking, I've got myself a little cooker. It's a little Coleman cooker. You can't see it, but it's a 2-burner cooker. That'll be enough for us. You know, we're camping, so cooker, snags, eggs, the whole box and dice. Good fridge, so we've got some stuff to travel with. We're just about getting close, so I reckon I've got to head out back to work for a couple of weeks. When I come back, I'll get the solar panels on the electricals done, and then I can start finishing off all the paneling, polish it all up, and then go and see an upholsterer, a mate of mine, who will work with him, and we'll put some little cushion, thin cushion all the way around there, which will be good. And then you know, some good decent foam mattress, which I can, you know, I'll get him to make it hinge up, and we're good. Set up a table, go up and down. We'll have our fridge, we'll have our plumbing, we'll have our electricals. Done. I reckon I've probably got about at least another month or two. I mean, financially I've just got to take my time, so I'm just doing little bits at a time. This was all just batten framing. This was cheap, you know, $7 a 2.4 metre length, cheap ply, just sanded and you know, made sure I've done a bit of work. So there we are, people. It's starting to come up. It's looking pretty decent, and yeah, looking very different to what it used to be, which I'll try and splice in there and show you the empty shell to the new bit. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It's coming along pretty sweet. Still got a captain's chair to get, which is a big outlay, but so that can wait. This will all get carpeted up, and so will the front. So I'm not too. I haven't really thought too much that way for flooring. I'll just wait till all the wiring's done, wait till all the cupboards are in, and then we'll think about getting that properly carpeted by the upholsterer, which will be pretty cool. So there we are. That's where I'm at. Please subscribe to my YouTube. I'm on Facebook, Clueless Conversions, and you know, ask questions. I'm a numpty. I've got no idea. I'm just taking a little bit of a time. I'm no technician, so I can answer questions as best I can, but I can certainly let you know what I did and how I did it. You can see it was pretty simple, just piano hinges and plywood and cutting it properly and taking my time. Alright people, that's it for episode 7. See you on the flip side.